All right, good morning, Bates. Today is Tuesday, March 2nd, and I am joined here today by Miss Cat. How are you, Miss Cat?
Good morning, everybody. I'm doing well. How are you, Mr. F?
I'm doing fantastic. Miss Cat, there's a really cool thing about the month that we're entering now. Do you know what that is?
I mean, I would say St. Patrick's Day, but I think it might be something else.
So, this month of March is Women's History Month. So, just like we talked about during Black History Month, this is a month that we really acknowledge all the amazing contributions that women have made, not only in the United States, but in the world. And it's not something that we recognize only during the month of March. It's something that we are going to make an effort to recognize every single month of the year, multiple times throughout the year, because it's really important that we acknowledge all that women have done in our country and our world, because throughout history a lot of their accomplishments have not been given proper credit. So we really want to highlight this month, but not only this month, throughout the school year. So I want to share with
Well,
everybody.
Beyonce says girls run the world, and I agree with Beyonce.
There we go. Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And today we're going to talk about one person, Harriet Tubman, who made amazing change in our world. So for those of you who haven't heard about Harriet Tubman in class yet, she was a woman that was born into slavery in the United States. And she was able to escape. And after she escaped, not only did she just say, "Oh, I'm free now. I don't want to think about others." She escaped and said, "Now that I'm free, I'm going to go help others get free too." And so she spent her life helping lots of other people who were enslaved be able to find freedom. And that was an amazing accomplishment, because so many people were slaves at this time and didn't have any freedom in their life, any ability to move freely, to go after their goals freely, and she helped them escape so that they would be able to achieve those goals. She was also really important because she helped raise money for different protests and different activities that led for women to get the right to vote. So both really important things: helping people have their freedom and helping people have the right to make choices in the country they live in. The choices about who gets to be the president of the country, choices about who gets to run different local offices. And so Harriet Tubman was someone who made amazing changes in our world. So
Mm-hmm.
Miss Cat, I know that that ties in a little bit to being in the Revere House, or even if you're not in the Revere House, having a part of Revere inside of you, which is having really big dreams and working towards them, right?
Right. So a lot of times we talk about standing up for what's right, and not only did Harry Tubman stand up for what's right, she fought, and she didn't just fight a few people that she knew. She fought as hard as she could, and I don't mean fist fight. She fought as hard as she could and did everything she could to free slaves and bring people away from the South up north, to free them from their slavers, to give them an opportunity to have a life. So she dreamt of freedom. I can't even imagine the things that she had to do to get away, to escape. So she didn't let anything stand in her way. And then to be especially a woman of color during the time of slavery in pre-Civil War. So that's even before Mr. Mercier was born, because he's pretty old. So pre-Civil War times, no, most women didn't have a say in anything. They didn't even have the opportunity to vote, and especially a woman of color, for her to stand up and say, people deserve rights, women deserve a voice. Not many people would listen. She made them listen. She was persistent. She was firm in her beliefs, and she did everything that she needed to do and everything that she couldn't do, and things she probably didn't even think of when she started. She did everything that she could to achieve her goals. And that's exactly what it means to be in Revere. Stay
Absolutely.
wild and untamed. You know what? Every once in a while, we got to get real creative in the things they do. So a lot of the things and I don't know if anybody can read it quick, talks about the Underground Railroad. So that wasn't like a train station or a subway. What it was a lot of different people secretly organizing together to hide people at their house. There was even physical tunnels that they would put people through to run and get them to another place where they could hide them. And it was just a series of people moving to different places through organizations that people set up secretly so that they didn't get in trouble, because it was against the law to do that. You got to get creative. We're not asking anybody here to do anything against the law, but you know what? Fight for what you believe in. Come up with a great dream. It's freedom, helping other people, and do whatever you need to do to help them to make the world a better place.
And that's actually a challenge that we want to put to everyone. So Revere is the house of dreamers, but it's not about just having big dreams. It's about having big dreams and thinking about steps that you can take to achieve those dreams, to make those dreams come true. So in our classes today, for teachers and the other students in our class, I want us to really think about what's a big dream that you have for yourself that you want to accomplish by the end of the school year. And then I also want you to share out with your teacher and with the students in your class, what are steps that you have to take in order to be able to actually achieve that dream, right? So let's go ahead and have that conversation with our teacher and the other students in our class, and everyone take a moment to really set that big dream for you by the end of the school year, what you want to accomplish, and then what steps you actually have to take to achieve that dream.
And you know what? You don't even need to have all the answers right away. That's all right. You might think it might take, if I want to read an entire book that, has lots of words I don't know. And if most people know me, I don't know all the words so good. But again, maybe I think, I'm just going to practice and I'm going to sound things out. But maybe that's the steps I'm going to take to achieve my goal. But then maybe I need to, halfway along my book, I need to start using a dictionary, Googling things or asking for help. It's okay if you come up with a path, but it's also okay if that path changes. Just keep moving forward and doing the best that you can do.
Absolutely. All right. So today is the second day of March, and you're going to notice that in March, the weather can be really different from day to day. One day, it can seem actually pretty nice and warm, and then another day it can be snowing or just really, really cold. So whether you're remote or in person, just be prepared for the weather wherever you are, whether you're coming here for recess and you've got your coats and, everything you need to stay warm, or whether you're at home and you're just walking around outside in, your neighborhood, just be prepared for the weather. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close out so everyone can have a great day today. Miss Kat, do you want to take us away?
Absolutely. That's going to wrap up your announcements for this morning. And as always, it's a great day to be great.